1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's a 5-minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 5 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 5 minutes till showtime song. If we started all the action at the top of the show, there'd be buffering, loading, and spinning. So we play a little countdown to let you know that the real fun will soon be beginning. It's a 5-minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 5 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 5 minutes till showtime song. A countdown gives you time to prepare and builds up some anticipation. So get your snacks, grab a drink, and settle in your chair. It's nearly time to share our fun creation. It's a 4 minutes till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 4 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 4 minutes till showtime song. If we started all the action at the top of the show, there'd be buffering, loading, and spinning. So we play a little countdown to let you know that the real fun will soon be beginning. It's a 4 minutes till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 4 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 4 minutes till showtime song. A countdown gives you time to prepare and builds up some anticipation. So get your snacks, grab a drink, settle in your chair. It's nearly time to share a fun creation. It's a 3-minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 3 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 3 minutes till showtime song. If we started all the action at the top of the show, there'd be buffering, loading, and spinning. So we play a little countdown to let you know that the real fun will soon be beginning. It's a 3-minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 3 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 3 minutes till showtime song. A countdown gives you time to prepare and builds up some anticipation. So get your snacks, grab a drink, and settle in your chair. It's nearly time to share a fun creation. It's a 2 minutes till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 2 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 2 minutes till showtime song. If we started all the action at the top of the show, there'd be buffering, loading, and spinning. So we play a little countdown to let you know that the real fun will soon be beginning. It's 2 minutes till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 2 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 2 minutes till showtime song. A countdown gives you time to prepare and builds up some anticipation. So get your snacks and grab a drink and settle in your chair. It's nearly time to share a fun creation. It's a 1 minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 1 minute long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's a 1 minute till showtime song. If we started all the action at the top of the show, there'd be buffering, loading, and spinning. So we play a little countdown to let you know that the real fun will soon be beginning. It's the 1 minute till showtime song. It's a cute little tune that's 1 minute long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's the 1 minute till showtime song. A countdown gives you time to prepare and builds up some anticipation. So get your snacks and grab a drink and settle in your chair. It's nearly time to share a fun creation. That was a 5 minutes till showtime song, and now it's time to start the show.
That's it. Time to start the show. Yeah, the song's done. Why are you looking at us like that? Oh, that was only 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Yikes.
Oh, no.
I guess we could ask people to sing the chorus with us again.
Yeah,
Vamp, stretch it out.
That was the 5 minutes till showtime song. A cute little tune that's 5 minutes long. If you sing it real loud, you can't sing it wrong. It's the 5 minutes till showtime song. 5
Hello, Wanderer. It is I, the Dungeon Master. And I would like to send you on a very important quest. I hope you have accumulated enough mana and power crystals. For I am sending you to visit Sasha and Shigoob. That's right, you'll need to defeat Army the Octopus and avoid the Laugh Cougar's tickle spells. And you'll need to resist the siren's call of Pretty Debbie Shortcake. Can you return from your quest in one piece? Well, let's just say I hope your dice are true, and that your saving throws are all natural 20s. Off you go now, adventurer, towards an episode of Talkin' Funny!
Hey, welcome to Talkin' Funny. It's the funny silly talk show that has sound effects. Hey, my name is Sasha, international hilarious comedian, joined every week by my delightful sidekick, The Noob. Only, of course, but The Noob does not talk because when he was a little kid, he watched his father kill his mother. There's a whole long story around that. We'll get to that later. Buddy, how are you doing? Big ups to you, The Noob. I have to say right at the top of the show, last week, we got a little wild. Some people broke character. We broke the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th walls. The guests didn't show up. Things were a little naughty. That's not what we owe you, and I want to apologize. It was the last show of a very long and tricky year, but we're back, and tonight's going to be normal. It's going to be a normal show. I'm pretty jazzed about it. We have an incredible guest. We have a new episode of For Worse. We have, you saw that new celebrity endorsement from a real wizard or something. That was pretty cool. Hey, buddy. And we have we just have lots of fun stuff. 2 more people are going to try to rescue the Noob's mom from a safe. Let's check in with the network president, Mr. Louis Hirsch. Mr. Hirsch, how are you, sir? Apologies about
doing okay. I got a problem though. Sponsors are all over me. They want to know this woman in the safe is alive. They don't want no dead woman dropping out of a safe.
Please, Mr. Hirsch, of course the Noob's mother is alive in the safe. That's the whole piece of the contest. They want to see it?
They want to see it.
All right. Well, I was saving this for a rainy day, and Noob, this might be a little emotional for you, but we do have a satellite hookup inside the safe. We are able to have like a quick peek at what's going on in the safe, but we can only use it once is the problem. So we got to do this for the sponsors?
Let's see it.
All right, let's take a look. Noob, prepare yourself. This is probably the first time you've seen your mom since you thought you watched her brutally killed. But buddy, here we go. Let me tune in the satellite now. Oh, she looks great.
Yeah, I guess he's okay. Tell the sponsors she's alive.
Sponsors are happy?
That one. I'm
All
sorry?
Right. Sponsors are happy?
Sponsors will be happy when she gets out of there alive.
Okay, well, she's alive. We saw she's alive. Good to see you, network president. Noob, that's so exciting. You got to see your mom for the first time in a long time. And we have a lot of fun comments coming in. Ramona says, brand new For Worse tonight. So excited. Whoopee time for another fantastic show. The Ed Asner intro seemed a little different this week. Toby Lerone wants that slide whistle played at the funeral and says last week the show was pretty fantastic. You have my endorsement. I'm no wizard. I'm a paleontologist and a ranger. And I hope it's not a sad delight. That's funny. That's pretty cool. But they're talking about because it's sad about how your mom looked in that safe. Oh, this is intense. That's what we're bringing you. It's a whole new year, a whole new level of intensity. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest this week is an incredible honor for both the Noob and myself. He's the brother of a legendary comedian who you all know, of course, Andy Kaufman. His brother Michael is going to join us tonight. Hello, Mother Michael. Hello, Michael.
Hello.
How are you, buddy?
I'm good. And I love the song, by the way.
Oh, that's great. The
I
5-minute countdown song.
I think you should make it an hour and 40 minutes before the show.
You know, we're working on an hour 40-minute version of it.
That would be 100. It would be 100 minutes. I think it would be better than when Andy did 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
That's true. We'd stretch it out a little longer.
Yeah.
My goodness, Michael Kaufman, it's good to see you. Of course, the Noob and I, we met you as part of the Andy Kaufman Awards that we participated in years and years ago. And I have to tell you, if you'll allow me, we got to thank you for one of the coolest moments we've ever spent. We're sitting in Caroline's on Broadway. This is our first time meeting you and the family. You're there. Your sister Carol is there. And your father is there. And Carol Kane is sitting about 3 feet away from us. Right. And we're sitting there listening to your father talk about his relationship with your brother, Andy. And he's getting teary-eyed. And we're sitting there like, how the heck did we get in this room? This is amazing. And what a touching, cool thing to be a part of. And so thank you for giving us that cool moment in our comedy careers.
Well, I really enjoyed you guys. You were a finalist, wasn't it? 2000 that year and the 2 years afterwards.
We were. Every time we went, we made it to that second show, and we never quite made it to the end. But again, the experience was unmatched. It was a great competition.
Right. Yeah. No, we enjoyed it. We enjoyed you.
That's great. We appreciate that. You got to tell me, what message of your brothers? There's so many people have something to say about Andy Kaufman, right? Everybody has a story about what Andy Kaufman's legacy is. But from you, from someone who is so close to the whole experience, what's the message you think is most important to pull from such a storied and amazing career?
I don't know.
That's fair.
But I'm going to stall for some time while I want to tell you that there's a podcast. The gentleman, Christopher Maloney, has put together something. Go to it it's back on. Well, you can go anytime because there have been 3 episodes already. It's Knowing Andy Kaufman. It's on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. Carol, my sister Carol, is a big part of podcast number 2. I strongly recommend listening to it. But Christopher,
Knowing Andy Kaufman.
Yes, Knowing Andy Kaufman. Christopher is tremendous. His reflections, his timing, it's just. I don't know that I've ever been happier with anything that's been done on Andy.
Oh, that's great.
Of course, Bill Zamey's book, but then right alongside that is this. So they've had 3 so far. They've been great. Number 2 is off the charts. And Christopher, by the time he gets all 8 of them out, I think you may have a lot of your questions answered, because
that's great.
His reason for doing it is because he was tired of everyone saying, who's the real Andy Kaufman?
Well, here's what we can do for the show. Similar to the 100-minute intro song, let's just play all the episodes of the podcast. And then people can watch us go,
Yeah, yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. So if I had to answer your question, I'm thinking how you can do anything you want. Andy came from inside. He wasn't trying to satisfy anyone on the outside. He was satisfying himself, and he had the confidence to keep going for it. I don't know if you remember at the award show, I read his tunnel analogy. You probably don't remember.
Tell it again.
Nope.
Okay.
No. He was giving advice to Elaine Boozler one night, and he said, it's like going through a long, dark tunnel. Every night you go on stage, you're going forward, you're progressing in the tunnel. It's pitch black, so you don't see that you're progressing, but you are. Trust it. Just keep going on stage every night.
That's
And
good.
eventually you'll come out on the other end.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Michael, right or wrong, here's what I always pulled from his work is that, you know, you stand up there and you entertain people. That's always the important thing. People say, oh, he's the anti-comic. He was, no, he stood up there and he pulled emotion out of people in one way or another. And what I loved about him was his way to end with a song, right? That's,
Yes.
for me, the most beautiful moments, because that really sums up what he was doing on stage. It's like, we did this thing, we all felt some way about it, and now we're all going to sing a song together because
Yes.
we came through this thing together. And that is what we try to emulate. I can't speak for the noob, but I do, because he can't talk because, but we have some comments coming in. Angie says, way to offer up a softball. We start with the big questions. Chicago Fan says, Andy Kaufman is a legend. Absolutely. And Bruno has a great question. Thank you for being here. He says, what made Andy laugh?
Oh, it's funny that two things I can think of. Number one is being pranked. When the prank was on him, so here he is, a professional prankster, for lack of a better description, but he loved getting fooled. I remember I once made up my own rules to Crazy Eights, a card game, and when he saw how I had beaten him because of what I had done, he just started laughing. The other time I saw him laughing was when he kind of challenged me to sing La Bamba in a Polynesian restaurant in Los Angeles, and I'm the accountant. I don't do that stuff. But when he saw me earnestly singing it, and I don't know the words to it, I just faked it. I loved watching him. He was in stitches.
Oh, that's great.
And why did he like it? He said, because I was real, I was pure. And that's what he liked, honesty.
That's great. I think that's a really key message too, because someone getting in a crazy silly costume and singing La Bamba, not so funny. But to watch someone who you have an emotional connection with struggle and push themselves outside their comfort zone, I'd love to see you sing La Bamba, Michael, if you have a few bars on you.
Well, I sang it on because of that. Andy took Carol and I on Our Magazine with Gary Collins, and he had me sing La Bamba, and Carol sang Thank Heavens for Little Girls.
Oh, that's great.
Both of them a cappella, and it was awful. It was so great. It was awful. So La Da 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 Bamba. That's pretty much what happened.
Michael, we have another question, kind of a double question. We have Dave who says, what do you think of Man on the Moon? And then Alex has a similar question. What's it like to see biopics on Andy's life?
Can I answer them out of order?
Please.
Okay, thank you. No, it's just the idea that there was a biopic on Andy is tremendous. Whether I liked it or not is not. I'm not answering that yet. Just the fact that they made a biopic on my brother, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So how did I like it? I like knowing Andy Kaufman a lot better, a lot more, the podcast I had mentioned. I think that Man on the Moon, I guess it was what it was, but I think they copped out. I think they gave a best of Andy Kaufman as done by Jim Carrey. And Jim Carrey was phenomenal, and he's such a good guy. Anything you ever hear about him, trust me, I spent time with him. He is a great guy. Anyway, but I didn't think that they went any deeper than I don't think we really learned anything from it. It was just best of Andy Kaufman.
It's a Hollywood movie too. Not to say you can't make a deep Hollywood movie, but it's almost like first that's the movie that had to be made first, right? get it out of the way, do like the greatest hits, like you mentioned, and now maybe there's space for a deeper dive into what he did and what drove him.
I think so, and I hope so.
Yeah, and we will listen to that podcast for sure. Ree wants to know, Michael, what's your favorite trilobite?
What's a trilobite?
He's like a fossil. This lady asks all the people about that, and it's okay not to have a favorite trilobite.
Is there a flavor to it? Like, do they have chocolate trilobites?
If they
Or
did,
mocha?
let's say sure, yes. With
Because
chocolate.
they had mocha or chocolate, that would be my favorite, as long as there are no nuts in it. Nuts, I don't have anything against nuts, but they shouldn't be combined with chocolate and mocha.
That's a hot take, right? I think
How's that for not knowing what the heck I was talking about?
no, but I think that's the clip that goes to YouTube because that's going to. It's very incendiary what you're saying, and it's really going to. I mean, hello cancel culture, Michael. I think that might be the end of of the Kaufman legacy now. But
Noob, what does incendiary mean?
he's got it. He's got it. Elizabeth doesn't like orange in chocolate.
Oh,
And Brandon wants to know, have you ever conversed with Jerry the King Lawler?
yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, I was on his podcast within the past 5 or 6 months.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and Jerry is great. So can I embellish on that?
Please embellish.
So Andy and I take a plane from Chicago. We're visiting Carol, 1980, 1981. I should know this, but it's right circa 80, 81. And we land in Memphis for Andy to. That's the first time Andy was in Memphis. The next night he would wrestle 5 women, and he'd beat them all. But who picked us up at the airport? Jerry Lawler.
He was an Uber driver back then.
Right. No. It's like so I'm just letting you know. Like he was in on it with Andy from the beginning.
Yes, that's
and Andy had so much respect. It's funny how like Andy idolized him, he idolized Andy, and I think that goes on a lot between athletes and celebrities. They're all like gaga over meeting each other. But anyway, Jerry Lawler, he's great.
Michael, I don't know if what I've noticed about comedians is half of them wish they were musicians and half of them wish they were professional wrestlers. And I don't know what splits that or what makes those two things so intriguing, but
isn't there a third half that want to be professional athletes?
Yes. There's the third half, the professional athletes.
Right.
That's right. Oh boy, Michael, we always bring people on and we ask them to play a game, and we cooked up a special one for you. Would you like to play a game with us?
Sure.
All right. He says tentatively. And the noob, buddy, I got you involved in this one as well. This game is called No Laughing Aloud, and I'm going to move you guys around. So actually, I'm going to be on the bottom here. If I can drag my face around. I'm going to reveal these 6 pictures. And all I ask from the two of you, Michael and Noob, is that nobody laughs at anything. Are you okay? Are you game to play?
I don't mind playing. I also don't mind if I laugh.
Oh, but that's fine. But the rules are no laughing aloud. So here's picture number 1. All right. Good. You're both playing very well so far. Picture number 2. All right. That's cool. It's just this lady.
If I'm about to laugh, can I cover my face?
You know what? You can do whatever you want. You're Michael Kaufman, sir.
Okay.
Picture number 3. All right. No laughing aloud. Everybody's doing good. Picture number 4. You guys are playing very well. Picture number 5. All right. That's good. No laughing. And picture number 6. And we lost it. No. We lost the noob. All right, that's enough of that game.
Why did 789?
Why did 789?
Why did 789? Did I do that wrong? I'm just kidding.
Yes. I don't know why 789. That's actually a pretty deep question. That should be the question.
Right.
Why did 789?
Right.
Michael Kaufman, this feels like we spent 3 minutes with you. I appreciate your time. I want to put this up on the screen again. I do want everyone to go look up Knowing Andy Kaufman, that podcast. I'm going to. As Michael says, you'll get far better answers than he gave you about the legacy of his brother. So I want to check that out. I want to say as well, Carol, we had Carol on this show, your sister, years and years ago.
Yeah.
And she's such a joy. Your whole family is a joy. And we appreciate, as from someone who tries his butt off to be a comedian, it's so great how open your family is and embracing your whole family is to people just trying to be themselves. So much appreciated, sir. And it was great to see you.
Well, we encourage you to continue. It's such a breath of fresh air to see non-stand-up comedians. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it's so much easier just to see the alternative to it.
Absolutely. I'd love to sit next to you at an improv show sometime, Michael. Oh boy. Hey, good to see you. Say hello to the whole family, and thanks again for sharing your time with us. Take care, Michael.
Nice to be with you.
Michael Kaufman, the legendary. Michael is a legend in his own right. Again, he says he's an accountant. That's cool, but he's meant a lot to a lot of people who've been trying to do this comedy. Very supportive guy. All right, we have a lot more stuff to do tonight. It's going to be a fun show. And first, though, we're going to get to our musical guest. I got a couple of comments coming in. I do want to show. Alex says big hearts for Michael. Bruno says thank you, Michael Kaufman. Why is 6 afraid of 5? Because 5 is a registered 6 offender. I don't get it. Thank you. Thanks for your time. You did the joke wrong. All right. And there was a warning I should have showed you earlier. Don't do it, Michael. They're all penises about the game. But only the last one was. And Alex says losers. Who's losers, Alex? The noob has won my heart. And that's a trilobite. Talking about that last picture that we had. That's a trilobite. All right, so much to do. We have a musical guest coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. This guy's phenomenal. You've seen him on Steve Gadlin's Star Makers, I'm sure. This is Mr. Andy Metz. He's going to perform a song. But before we do, 60 seconds of some people getting some coffee.
Hey, Sasha and The Noob. This is Andy Metz. Thanks so much for having me on your show. This song is called I Love My Girl. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. A pack of wolves could hunt me down and rip my throat and chew it up until I could not sing a note. And then vultures could clean my rotten carcass dry. Oh, and peck that final twinkle from my eye. And no No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. A swarm of bees could sting till I asphyxiate, and one in fall and crack my skull in my escape. And then maggots could feast on what's left of my brain. Oh, till only loving thoughts of you remain. And no matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. And if I fall into the ocean, shark infested, quickly closing, let the trail of my blood form a heart to show my love. And if they never ever find me, know that you're always beside me. When I'm scattered across the sea, think how close we'll always be. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need. No matter what, my heart will always keep a beat. 'Cause I love my girl and that love is all I'll ever need.
Andy Metz, that was freaking awesome, buddy.
Thanks, Sasha.
Thanks for coming on the show. What can people find if they go to andymetz.com, buddy?
They can find a website that hasn't been updated enough in the last 3 years, but it does have all of my music on it. It's got a travel blog if you like to see other people travel. That is about it. What else? It has a podcast that I do with my friend called the Whiskey Sessions Podcast, where we just talk about anything and everything and drink whiskey and rate it.
It's wonderful. You've been doing music for a long time. I always love it. Your stuff is great. I want to thank you for spending time with us and sharing a song with us on the show.
Of course. I could not appreciate more being on the show.
Oh,
thank
phenomenal.
you, Sasha and The Noob.
Well, everybody go to andymetz.com. Andy, good to see you, buddy. Take care.
Good to see you too.
And look who shows up a few minutes late to the show. Hello there, Laugh Cougar.
Hey, that's right. I really enjoyed Michael tonight. I didn't know there was going to be so much math in the show. You know, New Year's Eve, my grandmother told me a joke. She said, 2 halves of you make a whole.
Oh, there's a good one, Laugh Cougar. Oh, Laugh Cougar. Well, I'm glad you're here. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. First, though, we did the music part. We're going to come back and we're going to give 2 people a chance to rescue the noob's mother. Seems like she's enjoying herself in that safe. So maybe we don't try so hard. But before we do, I know everybody's very excited about this. It's a brand new episode. Hey, guys, here's a complete waste of your time and money.
I do.
No, I do.
For better or for worse. For worse. For worse.
Sai, can you unpack my luggage?
Not now, Lola. I'm too busy fixing my sunburn.
But you know where everything goes.
Lola, you should be doing that on your own.
Yeah. But I'm too busy thinking about myself.
Thinking? That's a good thing for you to start doing. Are you thinking about me?
I'm thinking about a lot of things. Cookies. Wafers. milk,
Well, maybe I should come up there and help you unpack your luggage.
steamy creams, creme fraiche, matzoon, smen,
Huh? You really do have luggage to unpack.
Good boy, Si. You know where everything goes.
Hold on. How come I never saw you on our vacation to the Bahamas?
I took a different vacation instead.
Why did you only pack shoelaces and banjo headbands?
That's my swimsuit, you fuddy-duddy.
Women are from Mars.
And men are from peanuts.
Well, where'd you end up vacationing?
America's Dairyland.
Like a frothy handmaid dreams of Clement, so too is the man of La Leche. His smooth glass bottles dripped with beads of moisture. She wanted him to take her in his arms and devour her fascinated vagina.
Well, the plot thickens. Apparently. Ooh, these are getting pretty ribald. I enjoyed it. Hey, we've got the Noob's mom stuck in a safe with $50,000 cash, and we've got two people who need to come and help rescue this lady. And so we have one of our contestants here right now. Let's bring, and you recognize her. She's a prior guest on the show. Hello, Slavovich. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming back on the show after being a guest on the show.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Well, we were excited when your name came up as one of our random winners to try to rescue the Noob's mom. So, Jane, do you remember what your guess was?
Yes, it is 2035.
2035. Okay. Well, Jane, I hope you win. Let's see. Here we go, Jane. 2035. Well, I hope you can rescue the Noob's mom and win that $50,000. Oh, Jane. That's too bad. It looks like 2035 was not the number to crack the safe.
Darn. Oh, man.
Appreciate the trying. But, you know, it looks like she's doing fine in there, so it's not as urgent as we thought. So.
Oh, what a relief. What a relief. That's the important thing.
That's right. That's the important part. Jane, it's great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
We'll talk soon. And we have one other contestant this week. His name is Random Billiam. Hello there, Random Billiam.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I gotta say though, you guys have been just absolutely, this is a football term, American football, but you have been out kicking your coverage with guests lately. I mean, Keanu Reeves, and Star Among Stars, and then Carol Baskins.
That's right, Carol Baskin.
Mr. Kaufman. I mean, geez.
I have to tell you, you think those are hot. Those are all great guests, but wait till you see who we have next week. I cannot wait to show. I can't show you yet, but before the end of the show, we will show everybody. And I'm giddy over next week's guest. So, but look, we have you here. That's pretty amazing as well. Random Billiam, what number did you guess? Do you remember?
I I'm vaguely, maybe it was 1257. And no, that's not my password to everything, so don't hack me.
It was 1257. So
Oh,
random
all right.
William. Let's see. I hope you did it here. Let's put in 1257 in the big safe.
Come on, big money, no whammies, no whammies. Oh wait.
You can do this, random William. Fingers crossed. I have to manually cross my fingers.
So intense.
Oh.
I thought it was good.
Nope. Hey, it's a shame, buddy. No dice. Well, it was good to see you, buddy. You keep on keeping on. And keep
You
watching.
two guys. Keep being funny and
Look, there's
talking.
people
except
behind
for
you.
Yeah.
Cool. Why aren't they
We've
watching
got a
the show?
whole thing.
They should tune in sometime. All right. Take care, buddy. It was nice to see Random Billiam. Laugh Cougar, what do you think about the noob's mom in that safe?
Well, she's a lovely woman, first of all. I should have expected it, as handsome as Noob and his father both are. But, I can confirm that 1257 is Chameleon's password for everything.
Oh, boy. Here, look at this. We have people were guessing who the guest is. Next week is Lindsay Lohan. I wish. Almost, but no. Ben Esty says, John Schuster. I hope it's John Schuster. We had him on before. Another couple people guessing Lindsay Lohan. And then, Ben tells Ree, we already had John Schuster on. Did we, though? All right. And Sasha, please cross your fingers non-manually. I never knew I had this problem, but I can't really get them over all the way. Like, I have to do it on purpose. I can't just spontaneously cross my fingers. We have, I hope it's Brooke Zimmer, The Quiet Cougar, Steve Martin, Mark Cuban, Greg Sorensen.
Am I quiet?
No, she's saying that next week they hope the guest is The Quiet Cougar.
That's a personal shot.
This is a big time personal shot. Oh boy, did we do everything? This show feels like it flew by today. We had so many cool things to do.
Look at my
What? No.
eyebrows. Somebody said I can't use my eyebrows, but I'm
That's
doing
right,
some
look at
real
that.
work here.
Look at that, very slowly. You move your eyebrows as well as I cross my fingers, Left Cougar.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Oh, Ramona says Left Cougar is a little quiet. He's quiet. We have guesses Kamala Harris, Morgan Fairchild, Donna Berkman, Monica Lewinsky. I'm waiting for Big Raj to say something stupid, but he doesn't seem to be in the comments. Yeah, you're a vocally impaired feline. I can hear you okay, buddy.
How about now? Am I too loud now?
What was that? I can't move my fingers as well.
I got problems tonight.
That's okay, buddy. It's a rough week. No, it's not Zap. Ladies and gentlemen, next week, no fucking lie on the show, our guest, Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog, is going to join us and spend a real time with us. The real Triumph, the Insult Comic Dog, is going to be on the show. And I can't wait. It's going to be like the clusterfuck of all clusterfucks of shows. I hope. Reese says, holy shit. Oh, yes. Triumph. What? Fucking amazing. Pauly Shore. No. Is it really him? Yes, it's really him. It's really him. Whoa. And Bill says, for me to poop on. That's right. That's what Triumph the doggy says. What? Dave Berkman says, I absolutely don't believe that. Christ on the pony. That's amazing. Amazing. He's probably dead, but awesome. I mean, if it wasn't really Triumph, could we tell? Yes, you could tell if that wasn't Triumph. It's going to be a real fun one. I'm excited about it. And also, I shouldn't leave out musical guest Noelle Hoffman, who's going to play a song. Her claim to fame is she sings songs about penises. So I said, I have a show that you should be on. Come on the show. And that's going to be fun too. So it's going to be a good time. Don't forget, check out the Knowing Andy Kaufman podcast. I want you to check out andymetz.com. And we have Ramona says, insult comics scare me. That's fair. He's maybe will not be too insulting. We don't know. Maybe this is like the big triumph expose where he's going to just talk seriously about everything. But I hope we don't get denuded. I hope we don't get zapped. But if everything goes right, he will be on the show next week. So, hey, that's all we got. Tune in every Tuesday night at 9, 8 Central. I want to add one more comment. Happy 2021. I don't know how the Georgia runoff's going. I'm going to go look after this, but I've got my fingers crossed that all is going to turn out well. And everybody be well, be kind, and happy. And we'll see you in a week.